No one cares if you don't get back up. The world keeps spinning. The sun still rises. People still move on. And if you don't rise with them, you're forgotten. So I rise every damn time. Not for them, not for some pat on the back or a round of applause. I do it because that's who I am. That's what I've chosen to be. I won't let this world win. I won't let the pain win. Do you know what it takes to stare into the abyss and not blink? To walk through hell with no guarantee of ever finding your way out. It takes guts. It takes grit. It takes a kind of madness that only comes from being broken so many times that you stop fearing it. Fear that used to own me, used to control every decision, every thought, every step I took. But not anymore. I don't fear the dark anymore. I am the dark. I've learned to embrace it, to draw strength from it. Let them have their sunlight and their rainbows and their happy endings. That's not my story. My story is one of blood and sweat and tears, of sacrifices and scars, of falling and rising and falling again. Because the truth is, life isn't fair. Life doesn't care about your dreams or your plans. Life is a storm, and it will rip through everything you've built without a second thought. But me? I've learned how to weather the storm. I've learned how to rebuild brick by brick. Even when the wind is howling and the rain is pouring and every fiber of my being is screaming at me to stop. They call people like me crazy, reckless, stubborn. And maybe they're right. Maybe I am crazy for believing that I can rise above it all. Maybe I am reckless for refusing to settle for less than I deserve.
Please take this short break from your video. We know how important the videos are to you. Support the channel by purchasing an Inspire Network hoodie or Inspire Network coffee cup. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Maybe I am stubborn for refusing to quit, no matter how many times I'm knocked down. But you know what? I'd rather be crazy than complacent. I'd rather be reckless than safe. I'd rather be stubborn than weak. Weakness is a choice, and I don't choose it. I refuse it. I reject it, because weakness is what they expect from me. They expect me to break, to give in, to bow my head and accept my fate. But I'm not built like that. I don't break. I don't bow. And I sure as hell don't give up. I've walked this path alone for so long that I don't even remember what it feels like to have someone by my side. And maybe that's a blessing. Maybe it's better this way. Because when you walk alone, you don't have to worry about anyone else slowing you down. You don't have to carry anyone else's weight. It's just you and the road ahead. Just you and the battle. And that's how I like it. People think strength is about how much you can lift, how fast you can run, how hard you can hit. But real strength is about endurance. It's about how much you can take and still keep going. I've taken it all. The heartbreak, the betrayal, the disappointment, the pain. And I'm still here, still fighting, still proving them wrong. They thought I'd fade away. They thought I'd crumble. But they underestimated me. They always underestimate me. And that's their mistake. Because every time they doubt me, every time they count me out, they're giving me more fuel, more fire, more reason to keep pushing. I don't need their approval. I don't need their validation. All I need is this fire inside me, this hunger, this drive. They can take everything else, my time, my energy, my trust, but they can't take my will. They can't take my soul. Because I am my own strength. I am my own hope. I am my own warrior. And when this is all over, when the dust settles and the smoke clears, they'll see what I've become. They'll see the monster they created, the force they can't control. On my own. And that's enough. Enough to rise, enough to fight, enough to win. So let them talk, let them doubt, let them laugh. I'll be here grinding in the dark, bleeding in the shadows, building in silence, and when I finally step into the light, they won't know what hit them. On my own. And that's enough. Always has been. Always will be. Enough to destroy every obstacle they put in my path. Enough to keep walking when my legs scream for rest. Enough to take every punch life throws at me and still stand tall. They think silence is weakness. They think solitude is a curse. But let me tell you something. Silence is where strength is born. Solitude is where warriors are made. In the silence, I've had the hard conversations with myself. I've faced the demons they wouldn't dare acknowledge. I've fought battles they can't even comprehend. They've got their distractions, their noise, their little escapes. Me, I've got nothing but the truth. And the truth hurts. It tears you apart. But it also sets you free. Free to see this world for what it really is, a battlefield. Free to understand that nothing is given, everything is earned. Free to realize that the only way out is through. They think they know pain. They don't. Pain isn't just a wound or a heartbreak. Pain is waking up every day with the weight of your failures pressing on your chest and choosing to rise anyway. Pain is knowing that no matter how hard you fight, Life will always hit harder. And still, you fight. I've learned to love the pain, to embrace it, to let it shape me, harden me, sharpen me. Pain doesn't scare me anymore. It fuels me. Every scar, every ache, every tear. It's proof that I'm still alive. Proof that I'm still fighting. And let me tell you something. There's no greater weapon than a person who survived their own mind. I've been to the